I wake up, I go to work, I go to school, and I go to sleep. I wake up, I go to work, I go to school, and I go to sleep. I wake up, I go to work, I go to school, and I go to sleep. That's my schedule, Monday through Friday, most days. How many times have you asked yourself, is there enough hours in the day for me to finish all the things I have to do? My name is Juanita Gaitan, and my group is composed of Aldo Luna, Alyssa Lopez, Leilani Mendoza, and Solana Molina. Today we will be talking to you about stress in the college setting. I think that everyone that is enrolled currently in a college class, in a college course, has a rising level of stress. This can come from their workload, their personal life, anything that can bring any stress to you while you're trying to focus on your academic life. It's going to clash, but there's always a way to work around it. And this is what we are here to talk to you about today.
We're going to look at how workload is magnified in stress in the college setting. So we're going to go ahead and start with what is workload. Workload is the time required to complete course curriculum while also taking that time to sit there and learn and make sure you're taking the time to understand the course. The importance is obviously that is a big important part of the course because the workload is most of your assignments, most of your tests, things that are going to go into your final grade and whether or not you understand the course. This is important because it affects not only your mental health, but it can also affect your personal and academic life. A better look, as I said, it affects your personal life. We're going to look at what's best. So while the workload does include college work, it includes home life. Many students may have full-time jobs or they have families at home, they have bills that they need to pay. All those things contribute to your personal life and how you're going to go about fitting your workload of your college schedule in with your personal life. You come home from work, you're tired, you want to go to sleep, sometimes you don't want to complete your coursework. So that needs to fit in with time management and how can you balance your workload to fit with your personal life so that you can complete everything effectively while also living a stress-free life. In that sense of what's best, everyone has their own limits. Only you know how much you can take and how much work it takes to get it done, how you can fit everything into your schedule. But it's important to find that balance of what works best for you. How does this affect you? Well, there's certain studies that have shown that workload on students can negatively impact their mental health and willingness to learn. If you have a really heavy workload and you're already working at home, that's just going to be a lot. Like I said, you're going to come home, you're going to be tired, you're not going to want to finish that assignment, and your willingness to learn is going to go down. That, therefore, if you're coming home, you're procrastinating, you're tired, you don't want to complete your assignment, that kind of starts procrastination, and that is a heavier, there's been a heavier success rate with students who have found a balance to figure out how to work their things together in their personal life and academic life, but this promotes less academic success if you're sitting there and it's a heavier workload. Higher dropout rates are coming out and obviously procrastination rates. Going back to time management, this is like one of the most biggest topics. I can't stress this enough with this. You need to make sure that you're able to find that balance. Can't stress it enough. I will say that another thing is professors usually leave some leeway. When assignments come out, there's usually enough time for you to complete the assignment. You don't have to jump on it like right away, unless you're that type of person that wants to get things done. But it's all dependent on how you and your body can take your workload. It's all dependent on how good you are at time management. If you're one of those people that finds out, oh, I work better if I put things in my calendar and I can be crossing off my assignments to get them done, then do that. You just need to find that balance of what works best for you, but also need to make sure to listen to your body and what it needs. How can you effectively work as a student? You need to figure out what's causing this stress. What is your workload schedule? How can you balance everything together? How can you make it better? How can you work to make it better? And then you need to accept the fact that you need to correctly find that balance, and you need to figure out what works best for you.
Academic pressure. Stress is a main block to academic success. Academic pressure has become a growing problem among students. The tension, discomfort, and other emotions caused by the pressure from school, family, and society in the learning process. The workload, exams, and the need to maintain good grades can be overwhelming. From an early age, children are highly encouraged or even sometimes required by parents, guardians, or educators to think ahead and achieve academic milestones. Teachers follow a predetermined syllabus, which they are expected to complete. They are also expected to prove their productivity through good student grades. Due to this, they put more academic pressure on students. It affects the mental health and academic performance of students.
Today I will be talking about time management in college. So the definition of time management is the process of organizing and planning how to use your time when trying to accomplish goals and tasks. Meaning the time like you schedule for homework, study time, time for yourself, your work schedule, hanging out with friends, that's the type of stuff like that. It is also very important when managing your time that you avoid all distractions from your work. When you figure out those distractions, you can set a goal to not do those things when it comes to homework and study time. For example, like for me, I try to put my phone on Do Not Disturb so that I try not to go to my phone when I'm doing my study time or my homework time. Some tips you can do for managing your time is to create a to-do list. What I mean by that is I write down my due dates, stuff I have to do throughout the week on a piece of paper, or you can do it on your computer. That will very much help you to try to stay organized. Ask for help when you need it. A lot of the college here offers tutoring and stuff like that. I would highly recommend it to you if you need help with those type of stuff. Creating a routine. That means like if I wake up at a certain time of the day, I do homework at a certain time of the day, stuff like that. That would really, really help you in managing your time. So my conclusion for this is that you need to make sure that you know when things are due. You check it every day, check your emails, keep up with it, and try to prioritize it. No one ever wants to get behind schedule.
In conclusion, after all the explanations that my fellow group members have explained, college is not about having fun or going to college parties. It's nothing like that. College is about hard work and dedication and knowing who you are as a human being on how far you want to go to achieve that academic success. College is the doorway of growing up. It teaches us how to use our time wisely, whether it's our school life, our work life, or our home life. We have to go to work to pay for our bills. We have to go to work to pay for our college classes. And while we're working, we are going to college. We're going to get homework. We're going to have to be doing a lot of studying involved to pass these college classes while working, while taking care of our homes or the people that are living in our homes. It takes a lot of hard work going to college, but that's just how life is. Life is going to get harder as we grow up. And college really helps us develop into being mature human beings and knowing how to deal with these kind of situations in life. It's all about balance, and it's all about having the right mindset. There's going to be stress involved everywhere, not just in college, but we discover that situation of stress for the first time really in college because we're balancing more things in our lives, as me and my fellow group members have mentioned before. And we have to overcome all these situations of knowing how to balance our time. We have to grow up and mature our mindset into becoming responsible human beings and not let any stress get over into our heads on achieving that academic success that we want to get to in college.